Good morning on this January 6th, 2016. Time is approaching 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So this video will focus on the overall pattern once again. We're getting closer to the certain events I've been talking about over the past couple of videos. One batch of energy that's over the country right now, over the Western Rockies currently, and then there's another much stronger area of energy that's currently moving on shore right now, impacting California, much of the West Coast, with a lot of rain activity. And then looking further west into the Pacific, you have a beautiful textbook-looking low-pressure system over the Aleutian Islands here. So still a lot of activity even behind all this gobbledygook mess. Um, and we have this kind of interesting activity over the tropical Atlantic, which will move northeastward and away from any sort of land interaction. And some impressive cold air is starting to build up, noted by these cooler, what would you would think it'd be cloud top temperatures, but in fact it's just a very cold air mass. Um, hmm, yeah, this is all cold too. So everywhere in Canada, it's fairly cold. Cold air is building. Um, so most of the country east of the Rockies is still under this ridgy pattern, promoting warming conditions, maintaining dry weather as well. Um, I'm curious to see if the storms slamming the west will be producing some mountain snow over Lake Tahoe. Um, because the western part of this country has been really the elevated areas haven't seen a lot of snow as of late and look fairly cool. Let me pull up a webcam. It's probably dark out there, but okay. Well, this is very very beautiful. Um, sheesh. Plenty of snow out west for sure. But those that are in the east that are missing the snow, well, here it is in all its glory. All right. So, any snow to speak of in the near future for the East Coast? Probably not. However, cold air is definitely likely as we head towards next week. Um, remember, the Pacific is very active. So we'll see if any of that interacts with the cold air mass and is able to be driven northward. Let's go ahead and check out the spaghetti from the Euro Ensemble. So, besides this gobbledygook mess that shows up on hour 48, things kind of agree with each other um, with the amplitude and placement of the Pacific Jet. Um, so it highlights these important shortwaves, one right here, and there's another one. There's a much deeper stronger shortwave over the Oklahoma, Texas area. That's moving eastward and then eventually northeast as it bumps into the ridge. Um, and this just produces widespread rainfall across I-95 area. Maybe some mix initially over the interior where low level cold air is takes a little longer to scour out. And you can just notice this ridge building into western Canada, um, coupled with this departing storm, allowing for this surge of Arctic air to just go right down the center of the country. Really impressive stuff. Let's quickly take a look at the 850 millibar temperatures for that time period. Yes, you can see very cold 850 millibar temperatures below negative 20 Celsius, um, which probably would give high temperatures around 0 degrees and low temperatures even colder. And that does migrate eastward, although it does moderate quite a bit lack of snow cover around these areas, and especially the warmer lake temperatures. We continue to move forward. Very cold pattern sets up. However, if you're looking for snow, the looks like the jet stream's fairly suppressed. So anything that kind of comes in off the Pacific will probably just stay south. But we're getting pretty far ahead of things here. I think it'll be interesting to see what actually happens once all this moves through, all this energy gets transferred into the rest of the pattern. I think once we get past this, models will have a better idea of what will happen. It might look like this, it might look like something completely different, but I'm very certain that it'll turn much colder. But as far as what happens with the storms, that remains to be seen. As of now, it looks cold and dry for the next week or so, and then it just becomes craziness. Let's just take a look at this ensemble mean real quickly, and you see this developing low pressure riding west of New England, supporting more liquid than frozen precipitation, especially along the I-95 corridor. And then you see this tongue of cold air just dripping southward. That pushes out, and then cold air gets wrapped around and then begins to get focused into the New England area, where it just persists for quite some time. And then, okay, so we have this area of low pressure that's showing up on the ensemble mean off the coast here. So this is the 18th. It would definitely be cold enough for snow at this time frame. So cold air well established, and then interesting low pressure system 288. It's really hard to identify any sort of meaningful solution on here. I see like a one circle in here. Maybe it's really hard. But what you do have is you have a lot of cold air in place for this to happen. If it were to happen, then yeah, snow would definitely be the main precipitation type, but way too early. But it's there. Take a look at the operational real quick. This is the vorticity, and I'm definitely got to point out all the activity that's over the Pacific right now. And you can just look at the infrared satellite. This monster storm right here, and as it moves east, it's going to be interesting. So this is the big storm that's going to ride west of New England, and then it'll eventually move into Canada, and it'll be interesting to see how this interacts with the rest of the Canadian upper level pattern. And then you have a bunch of additional shortwaves entering the country, kind of just get elongated, and then you have some more behind that. Just keep going. So this one right here I was watching kind of just rides south, doesn't really phase or anything, it just scoots out to sea. Then you have another one behind that. So there's definitely a lot of energy coming ashore in the medium range. Meanwhile, you maintain this upper level flow, fairly ridgy in the western U.S., and then you have this trough which looks to retreat a little bit on the operational model. About 240 hours out. That's pretty far out, and there's a lot of uncertainty. And the you can just look 546 ISO height is pretty much anywhere. So I think models will have a better idea of the future once we get past this specific time period and the interaction between this storm with the rest of the pattern. So a lot of moving parts. So just have some patience with this pattern. If you're looking for snow, I think chances do increase. I think after the 13th or so. So that period will have to be watched. Otherwise, I think that'll be it for this video.